I don't know why I'm not seeing you on webcam, but you have it on?
Yes, I turn on webcam.
Okay, so this is really strange. I don't know what's happening to my desktop computer. Anyway, for the meantime, I'd like to check the, okay. So we had a lesson that was prepared for our meeting today, and I just have to backtrack so I can copy it again. Just a moment, please.
Yes.
Okay, so this is one of them. And so, right. Okay, so instead, why don't we go back and please go to Thursday or Friday, November 17th. And there is, let's see, 1:39 p.m. And that would be the start of our lesson instead of me copying all of them. So that's Friday, November, let's see. Actually, that's Friday, November 17, yeah, 1:39 p.m. Do you see it?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so with this, so we will start. And the first one that's on the list is, here are some sentences that have many words beginning and ending in F. So when we say the letter F, we blow some air between our teeth and through the space. So F, and then we pronounce it, sound like F. Can you say the letter and the sound? F.
F.
And then the sound.
F.
The sound of F.
F.
Yeah, that's the letter F. And when I ask for the sound, just blow it. That's it. Okay. So we're going to focus on the sound of F in this exercise. Let me first demonstrate it to you. And as you listen, so remember, when it's your turn, I want to hear the sound from the computer. So Frank found a fluffy fox in the forest and fed it some fresh fish. Again.
Sorry, I don't see the sentence.
Did you scroll up? It's Friday, November 17th, and it is at 1:39 p.m. Just below your answers of didn't they, did he, does he, 1 to 6.
Yes, I see.
Okay. All right. So first time I read it slowly, focusing on the sound. And the second time is when we say it just like we are reading the normal way, but remembering that F should be heard clearly. So it's going to be, Frank found a fluffy fox in the forest and fed it some fresh fish. So you're going to say it twice, slowly and normally. Go ahead, please.
Frank found a fluffy fox in the forest and fed it some fresh fish.
All right. And second time.
Frank found a fluffy fox in the forest and fed it some fresh fish.
All right. That's quite an improvement. Now the second one. The chef cooked a fantastic feast for the family and friends on Friday night.
The chef cooked A fantastic feast for the family and friends on Friday night.
And that
The
word, CHEF, it is pronounced sh, like chef.
chef.
Right. So
Chef.
you know that chef is an experienced and expert cook. So when we read it and we're going to put the sounds in place, the chef cooked a fantastic feast for the family and friends on Friday night. Go.
The chef
Mm,
cooked.
mm, mm, mm. The
Chef.
chef.
Yeah. The chef cooked a fantastic feast for the family and friends on Friday night.
All right. Can you repeat it, please?
The chef the chef cooked a fantastic feast for the family and friends on Friday night.
All right. Now, the third sentence. She felt a flash of fear when she saw the fierce fire in the fireplace.
She felt a flash of fear when she saw the fire in the
Now
fireplace.
you say fierce, fierce fire.
Fierce fire.
Right. So I'm going to repeat it. She felt a flash of fear when she saw the fierce fire in the fireplace.
She felt a flash of fear when she saw the fierce fire in the fireplace.
Okay. Next, he finished the final draft of his fiction novel and felt a sense of relief. Your turn.
She finished the final draft of his fiction novel and felt a sense of relief.
Now, the second time. He finished the final draft of his fiction novel and felt a sense of relief.
He finished the final draft of his fiction novel and felt a sense of relief.
Sounds very good. And the last one for this exercise. The farmer filled the field with flowers and fruits for the festival.
The farmer filled the field with flowers and fruits for the festival.
Now, you notice in filled, we have a double L before I, and the short sound of I is used, so filled. And then the farm or the field, it's IE. So it is the long E. And we say the farmer filled the field with flowers. I'll say it a second time. The farmer filled the field with flowers and fruits for the festival. Your turn.
The farmer filled the field with flowers and fruits for the festival.
All right. Now, these 5 sentences, more or less, what's the percentage of you understanding what they mean? So if like 100% is you understand everything,
Fluffy in the first sentence.
fluffy,
Fluffy.
right? You imagine a fox, right? And when the fox is aware that there's a human being or it feels threatened, you know the cat, when it's going to defend itself, the fur becomes fluffy, like the hair rises.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it. Now let me just show you an example. And this is, I'm glad that you asked that because fluffy is actually like it's supposed to look cute. So I'll show you like what it looks like when a fox is fluffy, and you'll see that the hair is standing or like spread out. It makes it look fat. Oh, yeah. Did you see that? Yeah, it's at the very bottom, so we have to scroll up. So that's a fox with a fluffy hair. So fluffy fox. Okay, we're good?
Yes.
Okay. So you understand fluffy. So it's just describing how the fox looks when its hair is like that. So here's another picture, and just to emphasize what fluffy looks like. Did you see?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Okay. All right. So for the simple meaning in words, so I showed you what fluffy looks like. And for the simple meaning, it's like, so when we said fluffy fox, it's like it's covered with, or it's light and soft or airy. Like if you blow air, it increases in size, right? Like a balloon. When you blow air in it, it becomes bigger. And for the fluffy fur or hair, then if you if it's blown by the air, then it becomes fluffy, it becomes airy. So it's soft and airy, like air, air like the wind. So it's airy look and feel fluffy. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other sentence?
Fantastic feast. I feast. Feast. What
Right.
does it mean?
So when you say feast, you're talking about lots of food. Like, for example, there is a celebration like a feast. You imagine a compound, like maybe these are houses in a compound, and all the residents of the houses are family or friends, and they live in the same compound. When you say compound, it's an area where the houses are in the same ground,
Yes.
right? And then let's say they're celebrating Christmas or maybe Vietnamese New Year, and they decided to have a fantastic feast. So feast is, it's like a celebration, like a party where there are lots of food. So it's like a potluck. Everybody brings on the table the dishes that they cooked, and everybody will eat it all together. So it's fantastic. It's beautiful, it's amazing. So when you say fantastic, it's extremely good and it's excellent. So fantastic feast. Everybody cooked something special and they want to share it with everyone else. And all those special foods that each family prepared are there on the table. And that, looking at all the foods, it's fantastic feast. So just to make sure that we understand,
Yes, I understand that.
okay, I'm glad to hear that. So I just want to have the vocabulary put in here. So I already explained about fantastic, which is extremely good, and it's excellent, like the feast that I was describing to you. And when we say feast, so it's a large, like I said, it's the whole family. So, like maybe when you got married, there was a wedding feast. So it's a big celebration that everybody prepared food. So there, if you look below, if you scroll all the way down, can you please read to me what's fantastic and what is feast? Okay, it's right
Yes.
after the images of the fox. Okay, can you read to me both words and the meaning?
Stick mean extremely good,
Mhm.
excellent. Feast means a large special meal, often for many people to celebrate someone or something.
Mhm. So there, so we know We know that it's a fantastic feast when there's just too much of everything. So it's a grand, big celebration. And so, of course, we know what a fox is. And when we say fluffy, so it's very soft. Yeah, because of the hair. So it's being light and soft or airy, and it's puffed up. Like you saw that it makes the fox look bigger or fatter because of the hair is up. All right. Any other
Yes,
word?
that's all.
Okay. So we're good with those words. So we can move on to the next set of uh, it's like I prepared. It's not really a tongue twister, but I just put together words in a sentence to emphasize and practice the sound of a letter. So we're done with F, and when we scroll down, here are some sentences that have many words beginning and ending in V, because F and V, a lot of people, especially non-native speakers of English, will have a hard time, but we're practicing so that it becomes easier. And when you make this a habit to pronounce it correctly, the easier for native speakers of English to understand you. I'm just imagining when you're in the US by August, then you feel more confident. As early as now, you're already preparing your speech. So I would like, yeah, so I just want to imagine that you're smiling and talking to Americans comfortably. All right, so V, the first sentence. Vivian loves to visit various villages and view the vivid views. Again, please.
Vivian loved to visit various villages and view the vivid views.
All right, now a few words to practice. You say village,
Village,
and when we add S, this is villages. Again,
villages,
right. So when you say various villages, that means many different villages. Like as you drive your car, then there are villages. So villages is like, yeah, many different houses. So it's a group of like a city, like a town, like a village. Okay. And any word here that you need me to explain a bit more?
no,
You understand
no word.
vivid,
Yes.
right? So it's strikingly bright or intense, so you can see it clearly. All right. So next sentence, sorry, we have to read it as comfortably. Vivian, that's how we say it. Vivian loves to visit various villages and view the vivid views.
Vivian loves to visit various villages and view the vivid views.
That was perfect. Second sentence. The brave driver drove his van over the valley and avoided the avalanche.
The brave driver drove his van over the valley and avoided the avalanche.
Right. So the avalanche, you understand avalanche,
I understand the avalanche.
right? So you imagine when there is an avalanche, it's a large mass of snow. So you can imagine like what we call freezing snow. So there's it could be a large mass of snow or maybe ice, earth, rock. So anything that's so plenty. So in swift motion, it's going down a mountainside. So that's an avalanche. So you can imagine, I don't know what could have caused it, maybe an earthquake. So like rocks from the top of the mountain rolling in big amount, or it could be a mass of snow. When you say mass, it's a big pile. So a downpour, like you can imagine a heavy rain. So instead of rain, it's a large mass of snow or rocks or ice, and it's going down fast. So it's sudden, it's overwhelming rush, too much, and that's an avalanche. Okay?
Yeah.
So in simple terms, I want you to read to me this word, this avalanche. So I'm glad that we're talking about this right now. Okay, I'll just insert in this V. Hang on a sec, please. With a V. Okay. Okay, I inserted avalanche. Can you please read the meaning? It's right below the sentence that we read. What is an avalanche? An avalanche is, please read that part.
Sorry, I don't see the word
We,
you said.
yeah. After the second sentence, the brave driver drove his van over the valley and avoided the avalanche. Right below that is the meaning of
Yes.
avalanche. Okay.
Avalanche means an avalanche is a mass of snow, rock, ice, and soil that tumble down a mountain.
Tumbles down.
Tumbles down a mountain.
Right. So when you tumble, it keeps rolling like that. It tumbles.
Yes.
You can imagine, you understand tumbling? Like a little kid tumbling? Okay, so I'll show you. Uh, Kid tumbles. So if a kid tumbles, it rolls on its side. Um, just a moment. Here. Well, this is a person. And just a moment, please. I'm not sure if I'll be able to add it right here, but oh, it's at very bottom. So when you scroll all the way down, that's a tumble. So it rolls, it rolls. So in the same thing when snow, okay, so or rocks tumble. So I will show you, and this is scary because um, if you experience this, then you might get stranded and you will not be able to what's this? Uh, if you're stranded and you're on a trip, like a mountain trip, just a moment, please.
Yes.
Do you hear what I hear?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not the perfect one. Sorry. Just give me a few more seconds. Okay, so This is for 30 seconds. Oh. Please tell me if you can see my screen. I'm sharing you my screen. And do you see it? Do you see my screen?
Yes, I see.
Right. So you can see that's the avalanche from up the mountain, and it's sudden. It just keeps rolling down the side of the mountain. So that's that avalanche of snow. And the
Yes.
same thing can happen if rocks fall down and they tumble down. Okay, so that's okay. There you go. That's a scary avalanche. Yes, and that really happens, not just on the video. Okay, all right. So we're clear now. We got a good picture of what it looks like. Hmm?
Yes.
All right. So now I stopped sharing, and now I'm going back to the V exercise, November 17. All right. So our next one, the third sentence. So slowly first, he gave her a velvet glove and a violet scarf as a gift on Valentine's Day. Your turn?
He gave her a velvet a glove and a violet scarf as a gift on Valentine's Day.
That was very well pronounced. We don't have to do it a second time. You did it perfectly well. Now, fourth one. The movie was very violent and vulgar, so he left the theater in the middle of the preview.
The movie was very violent and vulgar, so he left the theater in the middle of the preview.
All right. And I should have asked you from where we start. Yeah, after avalanche, in the next sentences or two sentences, was there any word that you find new that you want me to explain?
Vulgar.
A vulgar, yes. So let me add it there. So for the vulgar on the movie was very violent. Of course, violent is easy to understand. So when you're watching a movie that is violent and vulgar, you can imagine a crime movie, or like it could also be an action movie where people are cursing, they're saying bad words and shouting at each other, and it's just very, you don't want to hear it because they say a lot of bad words. So let me give you this. Okay, I'm inserting vulgar. All right. So I inserted after the sentence, the movie was very violent and vulgar, so he left the theater in the middle of the preview. So there's the meaning of vulgar. Can you please pronounce? Yeah. Can you say it? Read it.
Vulgar means rude and likely to upset or anger people, especially by referring to sex and the body in an unpleasant way.
Was the meaning clear to you?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so that's vulgar. Now, our next sentence is she loves to weave and sew, so she made a beautiful quilt with a wave pattern. Again,
She loved to weave and sew, so she made a beautiful quilt with the wave pattern.
all right, so please remember to add the sound of S after loves. She loves to weave and sew, so she made a beautiful quilt with a wave pattern. Again, please.
She loved to weave and sew, so she made a beautiful quilt with a wave pattern.
Okay, when you say S-E-W, the sound is S, not sh. So can you say this? Weave and sew. Weave and sew.
Free and sew.
It's, she loves to weave and sew. So sew, not show. Okay, she loves to weave and
Weave,
sew.
weave and sew.
That's it. All right, so we're good. And I hear that you're getting more comfortable with the sound of F. You read V very well as well. So now let's move to S. And this is what I always go back to you to make sure that you sound it distinctly. So here are some sentences that have many words beginning and ending in S. So we're going to have, 5 sentences as well. Sam's sister Susan sings songs about stars and sunsets. Your turn.
Sam's sister Susan sings songs about stars and sunsets.
Okay, now we're going to read it the normal way, but let's keep in mind, there Sam and then apostrophe S. So most of them will have an S at the beginning and S at the end. So I'll try the first one. Sam's sister Susan sings songs about stars and sunsets.
Sam's sister Susan sings songs about stars and sunsets.
That's better. Next sentence. The students studied statistics and solved some serious sums.
The students studied statistics and solved some serious sums.
Statistics.
Statis-
Statistics.
Statistics and solved some serious sums.
Right. So the L comes before the V. So it's going to be solved. Solved.
Solved.
Right. Good. So let's try to say it the normal way. The students studied statistics and solved some serious sums.
The students studied statistics and solved some serious sums.
All right. Now, for the last 3 sentences, here's my challenge to you. Try with no unnecessary repetition. You don't repeat the word. So, she saw 6 swans swimming swiftly in the sea. All right, your turn.
She saw 6 swans swimming swiftly in the sea.
Now the normal way. She saw 6 swans swimming swiftly in the sea.
She saw 6 swans swimming swiftly in the sea.
Very good. Next, the salesperson sold several silver spoons and scissors.
The salesperson sold several silver spoons and scissors.
Good. And next, he has a special skill in spotting spelling mistakes.
He has a special skill in spotting spelling mistakes.
Wow, that was very clear. Okay, I'm going to read five sentences in one reading. And I'll try my best not to make any mistake, but we focus on the sound. So since our screen is on the letter S, and this is the one that I always remind you to sound very well, I'm going to read the five sentences with a lot of S's. And when you do it yourself, so this is the challenge for no unnecessary repetition. So let's focus on reading. So I'll do it first. Listen to my speed and how I say it. So when you're reading a sentence, you have to uh, paste the words together so that we understand the meaning. First, Sam's sister Susan sings songs about stars and sunsets. The students studied statistics and solved some serious sums. She saw 6 swans swimming swiftly in the sea. The salesperson sold several silver spoons and scissors. He has a special skill in spotting spelling mistakes. All right? When you're ready,
Yes.
I'd like to listen to you.
Sam's sister Susan sings songs about stars and sunsets. The students studied statistics and solved some serious sums. She saw 6 swans swimming swiftly in the sea. The salesperson sold several silver spoons and scissors. He has a special skill in spotting spelling mistakes.
What do you think of this exercise, Chona?
Mm,
Is it a waste of time? Is it helpful? Is it too hard? Or it's a good challenge to help yourself pronounce English words better?
I think it's a good challenge to me to read these sentences.
Right. Because I still remember during our first 1 or 2 sessions when I asked you, what's your main purpose of studying English? Because, over time, I realized your intelligence quotient, your IQ is above average. So you are an intelligent person. You have intelligent kids. So intelligence runs in your family. When you were a student, I can imagine you had good grades and you like English, but you don't speak it every day. And if you speak it, it's because it's for school, but it's not part of your daily conversation. And now that your opportunity has widened, you have the opportunity to travel and take your daughter with you and settle her in the US for schooling. So that experience, and you want to have that confidence that when you speak, you know that you're speaking clearly and that the people listening to you can understand what you're saying. Because you can tell, sorry, can you repeat what you said? Or what did she say? When somebody that you're talking to asks another person, what did she say? Uh, it's offensive, like, oh, I didn't say it clearly enough. They have to ask other people. So I just want you to get to that point that you are talking and speaking in English clearly and confidently. You understand my purpose?
Yes,
So,
understand.
and that's what we are working on right now. Okay, so we have That was a Monday, the following session or the following week at 2:22 a.m. your time. It was my afternoon. So here are some sentences that have many words beginning and ending in sh. So this is to distinguish s from sh. Okay. First sentence, she wished she could wash the dishes with a splash of fresh water. Your turn.
She wished she could wash the dishes with the splash of fresh water.
Okay, you slow down. The dishes.
The dishes.
Right. You see? Sh and then s. So she wished she could wash the dishes with a splash of fresh water.
She wished she could wash the dishes with the splash of fresh water.
That was better than the first time. Okay, second sentence. He had a crush on the shy girl who shopped for a stylish sash and a flashy dress.
She had a crush on the shy girl who shopped for the stylish sash and a flashy dress.
Flashy.
Flashy.
And it's sash.
Sash.
Right. So you start with an S and end with an SH, sash. So I can imagine when I was composing these sentences, it could be the salesperson who has a crush on the customer, or it could be another customer who saw the shy girl trying on the stylish sash. You know the sash? It's like a ribbon. It could be around the waist.
Yes.
Okay. So he had a crush on the shy girl who shopped for a stylish sash and a flashy dress. Okay. So challenge on. Try no unnecessary repetition.
He had a crush on the shy girl who shopped for the stylish sash and flashy dress.
Sash and a flashy dress.
Sash and flashy dress.
Oh, you're skipping the a and a and a. Sash and a flashy dress.
Sash and a flashy dress.
Right. Also, it's a, not the. Shopped for a, not shopped for the. Shopped. So shopped for a stylish sash. Can you say that?
Shopped for a stylish sash.
Okay, stylish sash.
Stylish sash.
Perfect. Okay, third sentence. The British fisherman caught a big fish and put it in a shiny dish with some squash and radish.
The British fisherman caught a big fish and put it in a shiny dish with some squash and radish.
Good. Let's go to the next one. The shrewd teacher taught the sharp students how to write and show a short story with a catchy plot and a shimmering twist.
The sure teacher taught the sharp students how to write and show a short story with a catchy plot and a shimmering twist.
All right. Any word there that you want me to explain?
Sure, sure, sure.
Shrewd.
Shrewd.
S-H-R-E-W-D.
Yes.
Okay, so there are three consonants. The SH is sh, followed by an R. Shrewd. Shrewd. Again,
Shrewd.
you start with sh, sure, shrewd.
Shrewd.
Okay, shrewd.
Shrewd.
Perfect. Now say it. Shrewd, shrewd, shrewd.
Shrewd. Shrewd. Shrewd.
Okay, the third one was the clearest one. Okay, so when you say shrewd, we're talking about a person. So what can you say about a shrewd person? Okay, just a moment, please. Okay, so right after that long sentence, I'll insert shrewd. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I forgot the D in shrewd. So that's the one that distinguishes. Shrewd. Okay, can you please read?
Shrewd. Shrewd.
Mhm.
A shrewd person is able to understand and judge a situation quickly and to use this understanding to their own advantage.
Right. So, like a shrewd teacher. A shrewd teacher is a good teacher because she can understand what's going on. Like it's a class, students with different personalities, different abilities. So she understands and can judge correctly. So she's a good teacher that way. Does it make it clear?
Yes.
All right. Now, the challenge is to read it with ease. I know this is a tongue twister for me. I remember my classmates in speech. Um, yeah, speech and drama. We have a whole year in college that we had to practice pronunciation very well. The shrewd teacher taught the sharp students how to write and show a short story with a catchy plot and a shimmering twist.
The shrewd teacher taught a sharp students how to write and show a short story with a catchy plot and a shimmering twist.
That was good. So, can you repeat shrewd, shrewd,
Shrewd, shrewd,
shrewd
shrewd,
a third time?
shrewd, shrewd, shrewd,
Yes. So when you pronounce the D at the end, it brings out the SHR clearly. Shrewd.
shrewd, shrewd.
That's it. Okay. And the last sentence for that. The shaggy shopkeeper sold shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell.
The shaggy shopkeeper sold shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell.
Shameful,
Shameful.
right? You understand shameful?
Mm, no, I don't understand.
Okay. Now I have a few things. Um, that sentence has several words that I want to explain to you. So when you say shaggy, right? That's one of the words there. So you can imagine the this person we are describing, okay, the shaggy shopkeeper. So when you say shopkeeper, so that's the person who works at a shop and keeps it on business or in business. So it's the salesman. So when you say shaggy shopkeeper, you can imagine a person getting up from bed, didn't comb hair, and the hair is in all directions. So it's unruly. That's shaggy. You can picture shaggy.
Yes.
Yeah. So the hair, so it's it's like a long, coarse or matted hair. So it's unkempt. He didn't bother to comb, so it's not in good shape. All right. And then
Yes.
for that other word that we would like to understand, when you say shameful smell, it's the opposite of something that you'd love to smell. You smell good. But imagine a person who didn't take a shower yesterday and was sweating during sleeping because it's hot and then didn't brush the teeth. You can imagine the shaggy shopkeeper. He said, "Oh, it's late. I have to open the shop." So, without brushing his teeth, without combing his hair, he goes to the shop, opens it, and when people come and they ask him, "Okay, excuse me, and do you have change 1,000 or something like that?" Then he talks, and they can smell. They can smell. Like it's a shame. Don't you? You have no dignity. You didn't prepare to look decent. So it's shameful. So it's you can blame that person for facing you unprepared or didn't even dress up properly or clean himself. So it's like this. When you say shameful, okay, shameful. So let's do shameful. And when you say ashamed, that's another word that comes up. The root word here is shame. So Shame. But before we go there, you understand when you say embarrassed?
Yes.
Yes,
Understand.
right, exactly. So let's think of that meaning and associate it with uh, ashamed or shameful. And okay, just to understand very well, I included the root word. Just a moment, please. Okay, finally. All right, so we have several words. Let's talk about, so right after the sentence, the shaggy shopkeeper sold shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell. So start with the meaning of shameful, ashamed, and then shame. Okay, please read all.
Shameful means deserving blame or being a reason for feeling ashamed.
And when you're feeling ashamed, it means you're feeling what? Embarrassed.
Ashamed means embarrassed or guilty because of one's actions.
Right? And shame,
And shame means an uncomfortable feeling that you get when you have done something wrong or embarrassing, or when someone close to you has.
oh, I didn't finish that meaning. When someone, okay, yeah. So When someone close to you has, meaning when someone close to you has done something wrong, it's not you, but it's someone close to you that did something wrong and you felt shame because you're together with that person. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so now I want you to feel comfortable in reading that long sentence and give it meaning. So, the shaggy shopkeeper sold shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell. Yeah,
That the shaggy the shaggy shopkeeper sold shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell.
all right, that was a lot of repetition. So, this is our last exercise. And this is obviously the best example to practice. So, these, how many? We have British, shrewd, shaggy, shopkeeper, and then, oh, how many sentences is that? She wished one, two, three,
Fine.
four, five. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to read everything. It's also a challenge to me because I want to show you that it is possible not to make any mistake. So let's, okay, first. She wished she could wash the dishes with a splash of fresh water. He had a crush on the shy girl who shopped for a stylish sash and a flashy dress. The British fisherman caught a big fish and put it in a shiny dish with some squash and radish. The shrewd teacher taught the sharp students how to write and show a short story with a catchy plot and a shimmering twist. And the last one. The shaggy shopkeeper sold shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell. All right, whenever you're ready, no
Yes.
unnecessary repetition.
She wished she could wash the dishes with a blast of fresh water. He had a crush on the shy girl who shopped with a stylish sash and a flashy dress. The British fisherman caught a big fish and put it in a shiny dish with some squash and radish. The shrewd teacher taught the sharp students how to write and show the short story with a catchy plot and a shimmering twist. The shaggy shopkeeper saw the shiny but cheap shoes that had shameful smell.
Right? So I just picked the ones that we have to repeat. So it's dishes,
Dishes,
splash,
splash,
splash.
splash,
Yes. Now you said shopped with a stylish sash. It's shopped for a stylish sash. The second one.
chopped with a
No,
stylish,
no, that's the wrong one. The correct
chopped
one is
for a
shopped
stylish,
for.
chopped for a stylish sash,
Again,
sash.
right. So that's the one that is correct. Oopsie, sorry, just a moment, please. Stylish sash. Okay, this is the one that's correct. All right, let's try that again because it's a transition when you say stylish and then you say sash. Shopped for a stylish sash.
Chopped for a stylish sash.
Perfect. Shrewd.
Shrewd.
There. All right. Wow, an hour of pronunciation practice. Well, I hope that it was worth it. I'll see you again
Yes.
tomorrow, hopefully.
Yes.
Okay, you're feeling
See,
much better now, right?
yeah. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Pleasure. Yeah. Oh. What happened here? Yes.